We are gathered here today to conduct a forensic autopsy, to perform a deep surgical dive into the peculiar belief system that powers the freeloaders. A system built on one simple premise, that your labor, your skill, your energy is utterly worthless. And behind every single one of these chants, every supposedly polite request, lies a deep, unshakable conviction that they are entitled to your time, your expertise, and your spiritual labor for absolutely nothing. The evidence has been collected, it's all been cataloged, and our analysis, well, it's going to be surgical, it's going to be brutal, and it will be without mercy. So let's look at the facts of the case. We have 12 distinct requests, all of them fired off in a rapid assault on a professional's time, all within a single 30-minute window. And the amount of money offered or exchanged for these services? Zero, not a single cent. And this is our official diagnosis, a textbook case of absolute, unfiltered entitlement, just barely cloaked in the thinnest possible veil of politeness. So now, it's time to put on the gloves. We're going to dissect each of these requests one by one. It's time to examine the specimens. Our first group, they operate under a very specific and very convenient delusion that a spiritual connection is a kind of currency they can use to guilt you into working for free. Just listen to the phrasing here. If you're drawn to me. Or the even more passive, please and thank you if drawn to. You see what that is? It's a demand, but it's disguised as some kind of spiritual casting call. One of them even spammed the request, just to double down on the tactic. Let's be perfectly clear. This is not devotion. It is emotional exploitation with a spiritual filter. They want to summon the entire spirit world to do their bidding, but they refuse to summon PayPal. Okay, next up, we have a different tactic. This category attempts a different form of payment, the empty compliment. The flattery is laid on thick, but make no mistake, it is bait, pure and simple. So the question goes, will things work out with K, or will it be a different option? Please and thank you, love your energy. So, they want a full comparative love forecast, and they think that a 3-word compliment is going to cover the invoice. Right! You have to understand, this isn't respect. If they actually respected your energy, they would value it. They would pay for it. What they really love is the idea of getting professional-grade insight for the price of typing a few characters. And now we come to the largest group of all. These specimens reveal the core hypocrisy of the freeloaders. They want answers to life's biggest, most important questions, but they assign zero monetary value to the person providing them. I mean, just think about the sheer weight of these questions. I've worked hard all year. What's the outcome? Will I have another child? Will my husband get a job? Will I move this year? What will the next 6 months hold? These are not trivial inquiries, are they? And that's the real paradox here, isn't it? They trust the reading enough to potentially change the entire course of their lives based on it, but they don't value it enough to actually pay for it. The logic it completely falls apart. This next specimen is, well, it's notable for its purity. There's no guilt trip here, no flattery, no complicated backstory, just raw, unadorned demand. The question was simply, can I have a free reading, please? There's no nuance here at all. It's entitlement, completely undressed. It is the psychic equivalent of walking into a bakery and just demanding a free cake. You don't want guidance, you want charity, but without any of the shame. And now we arrive at our final category. And this one is perhaps the most manipulative of all. This is where deep personal pain is weaponized, used as a lever to pry free labor out of a practitioner. Please, can you tell me if my family will reunite? He ghosts me for months. Why? Will I ever get married? See what they do? They wrap up years of trauma, profound heartache, and then they present it to you like it's an invoice for your free emotional labor. This isn't a search for clarity. It's a search for closure on clearance. A free reading cannot stitch together a broken family history. For that, you need therapy, not tarot roulette. This is not a rescue hotline. So, having completed the dissection of all 12 specimens, we can now offer a definitive diagnosis for this phenomenon. What we are dealing with here is a cult of emoji blackmail. Its members, they are not grateful. They are emotionally manipulative leeches in spiritual drag who weaponize politeness to seduce you into working, then vanish the second money is even mentioned. So please do not be deceived. These questions are not innocent. They are tactics. Every single prayer hands emoji is a fang, disguised as humility, ready to drain you dry.
But a diagnosis is useless without a prescription, right? So here is the antidote, a clear, actionable plan for your survival.
1. Block the bait. Any message that starts with, "if drawn to me," is a trap. Shut it down immediately. 2. Price your work. Set a minimum. No haggling. 3. See the red flags for what they are. Treat excessive use of please and thank you as the warning sign it is. 4. Never, ever explain your worth. Your value is not up for debate. And 5, post a manifesto. Let them know in no uncertain terms you do not feed leeches. Because if you keep reading for them for free, I promise you they will never stop draining you. And if you're a reader who's still hoping they might donate after the fact, well, are you still waiting? I want you to go back and read this entire analysis again, out loud. And then I want you to raise your rates. This is not a negotiation. It is a command for your own self-preservation. You have to stop. Your role is not to be a martyr for their unresolved issues. You are not a sponge for their pain, to be offered up for the price of a polite emoji. And that is the ultimate truth of this entire autopsy. Their endless questions aren't really a search for answers. They're a test of your limits. And it is your responsibility to provide the first and most important boundary of all. Remember this: what you do is a skilled service. It's an art, a profession that demands respect and compensation. It is not a public utility for the emotionally entitled. They say please, they say thank you, but they never say PayPal.